Good afternoon and welcome to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. As you guys know that we've been talking about medicinal cannabis in the last few video podcasts and we will continue with that today. So we were talking about the endocannabinoid system, which was discovered that it is in the human body. What this system does is the system is involved in the regulation of many physiological processes, including stress, emotion, memory, cognition, sleep, digestion, inflammation, thermoregulation, which is the regulation of the temperature of the body, neural development and neuroprotection, movement, psychomotor behavior, pain, cardiovascular and immune function, metabolism, and appetite regulation. According to Dr. Russo's cannabinoid deficiency syndrome theory, many medical conditions, especially ones related to immune system and inflammation, may be due to the deficiency in the endocannabinoid system. As we said that the endocannabinoid system, which is in our body, is basically composed of the endocannabinoid receptors, the endocannabinoids, which are 2 in number. There are so many more discovered, but the 2 are main, and then the enzymes which degrade or produce the endocannabinoids. It is possible that some patients are not making enough receptors or endocannabinoids for this system to work efficiently in maintaining health and homeostasis. Cannabis has the potential to balance this deficiency and provide an effective treatment option for these conditions. So the theory is that the cannabinoid deficiency syndrome, some patients don't have enough of the endocannabinoids or the receptors in the body to be able to help and regulate all these functions that I've just mentioned. And then the exogenous cannabinoids, like the medicinal cannabis that we extract from the cannabis plant, has this ability to overcome this deficiency and help alleviate the symptoms. In short, the role of the endocannabinoid system can be described as controlling eat, sleep, relax, forget, and protect functions. These basic functions of the endocannabinoid system were summarized in 1998 by Professor Di Marzo. It is very interesting, as I said yesterday as well, that the endocannabinoid system was unraveled more than 20 years ago in what is now considered as to one of the most important discoveries of the 20th century in human biology. However, sadly, the majority of health professionals until like 2015 or 2016 were unaware of this important system, and it has not been part of the curriculum in medical schools. Now, when we talk about the medications, so as we know that the cannabis is a full plant, but there are 2 components which have been isolated for use as medicinal cannabis. Number 1 is THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, is the most important and the main psychoactive component in the cannabis plant, which binds to the endocannabinoid receptors. And as I said yesterday, that it is very fascinating that our own bodies produce cannabinoids naturally similar to THC. These internally produced molecules are known as endogenous cannabinoids or endocannabinoids, while THC and CBD, which is produced by the plant, are called phytocannabinoids. Number 2 medication is cannabidiol CBD. It is the second most abundant, non-psychoactive and non-addictive part of the cannabis plant. It binds very weakly to CB1 and CB2 receptors on the binding sites. It's characterized by very low toxicity, and it exerts therapeutic effects by interacting with multiple metabolic pathways in the human body. But we need to understand that cannabis plant is not just THC or CBD. It contains hundreds of different cannabinoids as well as a variety of different terpenes and flavonoids, which also have their own therapeutic properties. These compounds work together synergistically, supporting each other to produce the desired therapeutic effect that is greater than the sum of their parts. But at this stage, what we are usually doing is we are either using THC or CBD or in combination. But when we will talk about their effects and when we come to the main medicinal cannabis, when I'll talk about them, I'll let you know that CBD and THC together actually are the most potent medicine combination. What CBD does is it actually modulates the psychoactive properties of THC. So again, it's an entourage effect. And so we'll come back to it. But as I said, that CBD and THC in combination are the most powerful medicinal cannabis products. So now THC, as I said, is the main psychoactive component in the cannabis plants. It interacts with the human body by activating the cannabinoid receptors, which are CB1 and CB2. And what it does is, what are these properties of THC? So number one is analgesia, pain relief. THC is a very potent pain reliever. Then it has got possible anti-inflammatory effects. Then it is an appetite stimulant. Then it is an anticonvulsant, like it's an anti-epilepsy or anti-seizure medication. Then it is also used in cancer patients because it has got anti-cancer properties. And then it has also got antioxidant properties. While CBD, which is cannabidiol, is the second most abundant, non-psychoactive and non-addictive part of the cannabis plant, what it does is basically, it also has got analgesic effects, so it's used for pain relief. And then it has got anxiolytic and antidepressant effects. CBD may exert anxiolytic, which is anxiety related, and antidepressant properties through different mechanisms. So it can be used in those conditions as well. So we now come to the conclusion that we have got two medicinal cannabis products that we use. One is THC, one is CBD, and they can be used for different purposes, and they can be used separately as well as they can be used in combination. THC is the psychoactive part, which if used in large quantities can be toxic and can make you high. But if it's used in the refined form, in the medicinal form, in the defined quantities, in the desired quantities, then it is going to be a very good medicine. We'll talk more about it tomorrow.